We're joined out of Maryland by Arundel High School principal Gina Davenport. She has created a new required course for ninth grade students, that's freshmen in high school, focusing on building community and fostering citizenship. How does this course work? The Baltimore Sun did a big feature on it. Gina, how did you come up with this?
So actually, we had an incident that occurred in January of last year, or this past year, where a student thought that he was writing satire. He was conflicted about the fact that certain students in the building, our basketball team, could walk through the cafeteria and use the N-word, but yet if white students use the same word, they're held to a different standard. So he wrote a flyer talking about that in the style of Mark Twain. And when that was circulated, we responded very quickly to that flyer. At the time, my leadership team and myself had a couple of options. We could either respond to the incident or we could respond to the issue. We chose to respond to both. So we dealt with the incident very quickly, but then as we responded to the issue and we started digging into our community, because we are a very diverse community, we started to realize that there are some undertones that have been kind of raised to the surface over the last several months that we needed to address. So this course was one of our responses to the issues of being in a diverse community.
Is it required?
It is required for all of our ninth grade students. And the reason for that, Larry, is because currently in our county, we have an intentional focus on ninth grade. It's a big transition time for students coming from middle school to high school. It's a difficult time for kids. For all the scientific, biological reasons that we've just discussed with the way that their brains are developing. And we've really been trying to focus on giving them a great experience at the high school level that kind of begins that journey of self-discovery. So we decided to put this course in the ninth grade.
Let's ask our panel individually what they think. Dr. Kimmel?
I think this is marvelous. If as you say, Larry, hate has to be taught, has to be learned, it can be unlearned. And it can be unlearned through a process of re-engagement with the other. Sort of those people that you think you hate. If you actually, this is axiomatic in all of the social psychological literature, and that is if you want to break down hatred, you have to, the contact hypothesis, you put people together, giving them a common project. And this can break down some of the stereotypic assumptions that we have. This has been proven time and time again. There's a massive literature about this, that putting people together, giving them a common core, a common set of questions, asking them to work together, builds community across these kinds of divides.
Amanda, what do you think?
No, and absolutely, it's wonderful. First of all, congratulations.
Thank you.
At the Anti-Defamation League, we do a lot of work in schools. We do a lot of training of teachers, how to deal with diversity, promote the values of multiculturalism and pluralism. And we do programs even directly with students. And one thing I'll just add to this that both of you have spoken to is sometimes we actually see shifts. The very same students that are brought in as bullies that have fallen prey to hate speech are oftentimes have leadership qualities, and given the right tools and the right opportunity, can turn into leaders to stand up for people rather than bully them.
Watch new episodes of Larry King Now Monday, Wednesday, and Friday on demand on Aura TV and Hulu.